to you. Coming in live for the breakfast show. Hello. Okay, if you are brand new, you're like, what is the breakfast show? Who is this woman? Drop the word new in the comments. I double dog dare you to. Drop the word new and I'm about to give you something for FREE and I'm not even kidding you. Happy Wednesday to you, coming in live from Michigan. It is currently 9:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm really sorry I'm not a robot. It is Michelle Churchill Dworack. We are currently live. This is not pre-recorded in any way, shape, or form. And man, I'm just super excited for this morning's episode because I'm about to rock your world when it comes to weight loss. And listen. This is a little bit different than anything you've ever been told because I struggled with my weight for a very long time. You probably don't believe it looking at me, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I was 185 pounds. My doctor tried to put me on metformin, which is a drug to treat pre-diabetes, even though I wasn't a pre-diabetic. Tell me the analogy behind that. I ended up going all in with who is called Dr. James from the Obesity Fix. About 700 people were like, Michelle, have you heard of Dr. James? Michelle, have you heard of the Obesity Fix? Michelle, and I'm like, maybe I should get that Audible book. So I ended up dropping 30 pounds in 5 months. I didn't give up a food. I didn't give up Taco Tuesday. I didn't give up a margarita. I didn't give up a meal plan. So I'm going to share with you the 3 things that I flippin' did and how I did it and why I did it and how I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months after 11 months of struggling to drop 1 inch. I have maintained it. For multiple seasons now, I no longer am the girl that's like, today's the size 10, tomorrow's the size 2. I've maintained it, and I want to share that with you. How I learned what I learned, if I have listened to 40 plus Audible books now. And I take that knowledge every single day. I literally listen to an Audible book. I fly on live where it's fresh, and I share it with you. So I can't wait to share with you what I learned this morning, biohacking the human body. Like, you can biohack this thing like a freaking vehicle. You know how there's vehicles now that are like literally run off of energy and they don't even need the gas? Your body's the same way. So we're gonna take your body back in time to when it was literally in your teenage years. And you're gonna feel absolutely incredible. Whether you're in menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause, I don't care if you're 80 years old, it will change your life. And I'm gonna give you a why behind the 3 things that I did, to the point where when you show up and you don't wanna show up, you're gonna show up anyways, because the why is gonna be so powerful. So if you can hear me, step number 1, can you drop a 1 in the comments, because it's kind of quiet this morning and I really don't want this to be a depression session. I want this to be like a gold session. So if you can hear me, can you drop a 1? Extra bonus, where are you calling in from? I am in Michigan. It is 9:34 a.m. Eastern, and let me tell you something. You are 100%, thank you GCR, thank you Christine, guaranteed to have an episode every single Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll give you a little hint. I have some severe ADHD, so sometimes I get really like stuck doing something, so I'm usually right around the 9:30 mark. So let's get into the show. I have, like I said, listened to 40 plus Audible books. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. But let me tell you something. I'm a group certified fitness instructor now with the best gym ever, Lifetime. And I have literally learned so much by failing forward, so much by listening to someone who's better at losing weight than I was, who's Dr. James. And when you get the first book, say that you go get right now the book, The Obesity Fix, Audible's really cool on Amazon. It just keeps recommending, hi Warlock, recommending book after book after book. Angela, Amy, can you guys say something? Because I don't see comments on Facebook. We are in 3 locations right now. Like, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We are changing mother flippin' lives. Your life will never be the same after this moment of what I'm gonna share with you. Guaranteed. Okay, so one thing that I found is every time you get an Audible book, all it does is it starts recommending further Audible books that are similar. I can't stop. I have a sticky note in my car. People are like, I just need to find the time to pour into myself. I just had to find the time to rewrite my story. And it's like, hey, if you put a sticky note in your car and you committed on your commute to and from work or to and from school or to and from the market, your life could change. Your story could be rewritten. So this morning, that's kind of what I want to share with you. I'm not perfect. I don't have credentials. I'm going to tell you how it is. And if it's helpful, awesome. And if it's not, there's no big deal. I love you either way. So we're going to dive in. I need you to tell me in the comments if you don't know so that I can tell you the proper answer. So for the first thing we're going to jump into, and some of these things might sound like you've already heard them, but listen carefully. Because the first thing we're going to talk about is water intake. And if you're anything like me and you're adding Mio or Crystal Light or some type of fizz into your water, 9 out of 10 times I never knew the YUKA app, Yucca. The fact that you just learned that app, your mind's about to be blown. YUKA is an app you can scan things. It tells you the toxins, dyes, and carcinogens that are in our everyday life. So I was adding that to my water. So I didn't understand why I started doing the things that everyone talks about and how they lost weight, but it actually was causing more harm than good. Because when we enter toxins and dyes and carcinogens in our body automatically reacts with spiking cortisol and glucose levels. And when our body is constantly in that state of mind, I've come to find it's the culprit to why we store a lot of weight in the belly area. It's a true sign. So after I reverse engineered this, it all made perfect sense. So how much water should you be drinking each and every single day in order to not only lose weight, but in order to maintain if that is your goal? Tell me that in the comments. And then what can we infuse our water with that's either YUKA, Yucca approved, or doesn't have toxins, dyes, or carcinogens? And I highly recommend getting that free YUKA app and even scanning your toothpaste, because the stuff that we can have in our foods is quite intriguing. Let me let my dog out because it's crying. Come on, Ellie. Outside. Go on. Go hide your bone, you little husky. So the answer is this. Half of your weight. 2 liters is 60 ounces. So if you're 120 pounds, that would be the right answer. It's half of your current weight. So we're really lucky that we have tools. We have in our phone a calculator, so we can take our pounds. I was 180, so 180 divided by 2. Or we have amazing Alexa, right? Alexa, what's 150 divided by 2? And she'll tell you. That's the number of ounces. So now we have the ounces, the framework. Number 2, we have the YUKA app to make sure we're not putting anything in the water that's affecting and actually working against us instead of for us, okay? Now we need to take action. Drop a 1 if you think half of your weight in ounces of water is challenging. Drop a 1 if you get in bed and you're like, dude, another day where it's 8:30, I've drinking no freaking water. It's too late now. Drop a 1 if you're constantly going to the bathroom. Because I'm going to share something with you. It's a short-term sacrifice. It'll take 90 days for your bladder to adjust. Literally, capiche, kaboom, it's back to normal. So 90 days, we need that short-term sacrifice for a future gain. Because it's going to be a heck of a lot harder trying to get us off the couch when we're 400 pounds than actually just marrying that short-term sacrifice. Are you ready for the best tip ever? I need you to drop tip in the comments. Because I'm about to share something with you where not only are you never, ever, 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 ever gonna forget me, you're never gonna not reach your water goal. So let me dive in and let me just share that with you really, really, really quick. Okay, so what we're gonna do with our water is, have you ever considered adding like maybe lemons or limes? Have you ever considered adding maybe watermelon or blackberries or blueberries or strawberries? There is comments and I'm not seeing them. Hi. Why am I not seeing the comments? Who knows? That's weird. Okay, so literally, listen to this. You can add blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. How about mint leaves? How about peppermint leaves? The best tip that I could ever share with anyone in this entire world is to set a timer. Like physically go into your phone right now. Please run to your phone and literally in your phone set a 90-minute timer. There's something about the sweet spot of 90 minutes to 120 minutes having water come within. Okay, it's not good to chug early on. It's not good to chug in the evening. So we really want to be consistent. Every 90 minutes, that timer's going to go off. All we have to do is stop, drop, and drink 15 seconds. Literally, anyone can do that. Ready? Set timer, 90 minutes, water. Boom. No one can get in the way of that. Water is how you burn fat. If you heard that, can you type it in the comments? Water is how you burn fat. Your body goes through a process called lipolysis. Sounds a lot like liposuction. It is. Liposuction term was created by your body going through the fat burning process. So lipolysis, the first stop is called hydrolysis. And when you go into hydrolysis, it's just like a bus pulling right up, and it stops at the bus stop. There's no kids. It keeps going. Hydrolysis is the first step in the fat burning process. If it doesn't have half of your weight in ounces of water, you're not burning fat. So how many days in the last 365 days have you not burned fat? How many? How many days in the last 365 days have you accidentally added Crystal Light Mio water that has toxins, dyes, and carcinogens, where your cortisol levels are actually lifting because of it and your glucose levels? So infuse it, get the YUKA app, set the timer, use a straw, get a 40-ounce water bottle, go to Amazon, treat yourself. It can ship by 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you don't like cold water, do room temperature. The best thing, I always have gum, because gum will quench your thirst. And have a sticky note next to your bed. If you have water next to your bed, you're going to wake up. What you see, what you think is what you bring more of. So you're going to bring more water. So that's the number one thing. Tell me right now that you can drink half of your weight in ounces of water each day. Tell me right now if you're adding enhancement to your water, you can scan it with a YUKA app. Tell me right now that you're capable of having a sticky note right next to your bed, and before coffee, you have water. So that's how you're going to burn fat. It's called lipolysis. Okay, your bladder will adjust within 90 days. Every 90 minutes, you stop, drop, drink, 15 seconds, rinse, and repeat. Okay, also it waters the skin. A lot of our stuff that we're putting on our skin, it seeps into the bloodstream, right? Does it have toxins? Does it have dyes? Does it have carcinogens? Why are we doing that? We're causing more harm than good. When you get half of your weight in ounces of water, your skin will be very dewy. And it also helps detoxify. Okay, if you have any leftover food going through your intestinal tract, water helps push it out. It helps it keep clean of being a healthy intestinal tract instead of food particles being left behind because it's dry in there. And then those food particles creating bacteria and toxins on them, which then cause inflammation and bloating. See how these all work together? It reminds me of Earth spinning around on its axle, right? They all coincide together. So drop a 1 if you're that much more inclined to now actually not only get half of your weight in ounces of water, but actually do the do even when you don't want to, because the why behind it is so strong. Tell me in the comment section. The second thing, so that's the first thing I did to lose weight. The second thing that I did, are you ready for this? The second thing that I did was I made sure to get the proper amount of fiber. How much fiber do we need each day? There's a certain amount of fiber that we need each day, not only for weight loss, but also in order to lose weight. Or in order to maintain your current weight loss efforts. Let's just talk about the why behind fiber. Fiber is the power washer to your intestinal tract. There's 2 types, insoluble and soluble. They are the only things that can actually swell to the width of your intestinal tract. Look down at your stomach. We all have an intestinal tract that food goes through. And some of us think it's a straight shot, but it's actually this big swirly slide. do you really think all of your food's going through that slide if you're deficit in water? Or do you think some of the dryness is like keeping some particles left behind, keeping some of the most nutrients from being absorbed, right? So we kind of need to realize, okay, there's insoluble and soluble fiber, and it's the only thing that can swell to the width of what our intestinal tract looks like. And when it swells, it acts as a leech, very sticky inside. So like I said, it's the leech to the intestinal tract. We know right now we're deficit in fiber if we have any type of inflammation. Inflammation, bloating, irregular bowel movements, foul smelling gas, weird noises going on in the stomach area. Drop a 1 if you have any of those. Within 72 hours of getting the proper amount of fiber, I'm going to share it with you. You're going to see an alleviation to all of those things. Instant alleviation. I think that's one thing that turned me up the most. So, we've got the insoluble, we've got the soluble fiber, we've got the why behind the fiber. It helps with keeping inflammation down, bloating down, keeps you being more regular with your bowel movements. The foul smelling gas and the weird noises in the stomach area are going to start to clear up. With fiber, here's the secret sauce with the number. 25 grams minimum. We don't want too much of a good thing either. So we don't really want to go above like 35, 40 milligrams or 40 grams. I'm going to teach you right now exactly the best form that I have found. Okay, it's YUKA approved, Yucca approved. Get that app today. And it's called Carbonut bread. C-A-R-B, like a carb, O, and then think of nut. Carbonut, but N-A-U-T. Okay, you'll find it even if you typed in Carbonut. Now you can go to Instacart. Now you can search the Carbonut, and it'll tell you what stores have it. Amazon, I think, has it. Also the Royo Bagel, R-O-Y-O. These have the highest sources of fiber. And in one piece of Carbonut bread, it's 15 grams of fiber. It's only 40 calories. And then the other one, so if I get 2 pieces of bread and my egg salad or chicken salad or tuna salad, I'm at 30 grams of fiber. How about chia seeds? 10 grams in 2 tablespoons, which is 150 calories. A little bit higher because all of our seeds, our nuts, our avocados, and our cheeses, olives, olive oils, and yolks, those are all fats. And I'm going to teach you something today about fats that will probably most likely blow your mind. Okay? So with the fiber, in 1 cup of berries, think blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams of fiber, 1 cup. 1 cup of greens like broccoli, 7 to 8 grams. So we can go right now to Google, and I'm sure we can ask Google or ChatGPT, like, how can I track my fiber for free? What are the top 10 fibers that are high in fiber, low in calories, but also low on the glycemic index chart? And then we can scan it in the YUKA app, and we can start getting our fiber goal. I know the ROYO bagel, Royo, is on Amazon. They're delicious. So now we have the proper fiber. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're that much more inclined to reach for fiber today to get your goal versus not getting it, because now you have a why behind it. Now you have the why behind it. Now you're going to become self-aware. And what source are you going to get? Are you going to go to the market and get the Carbonut bread? Are you going to go to Amazon and get the Royo bagel? Maybe you can go to their site even. Where there is a will, there is a way. Are you going to Google a free app? Are you going to track it? Because here's how I look at tracking. I used to be very much against it. I've got a very obsessive personality. But I finally got to rewriting my story to realize, Michelle, what you're doing isn't working. You're not happy. And you would never just randomly go on with your day and show up at Bella's school to pick her up. You look at the time so that you can actually track it. What you don't track, you can't measure. So we're literally just taking spaghetti, throwing it at a wall, and hoping and praying that it sticks. And I don't want to live like that anymore. So I go the extra mile. I prioritize taking the extra step, which takes maybe 45 seconds, and I feel better. It's worth it. Why? Inflammation, bloating, irregular bowel movements, foul smelling gas, weird noises, and maintaining a 30-pound weight loss journey. So can you let me know in the comments the word yes if that helped you, and no if it didn't? The third thing, guys, look at this. Can you even believe I just came to you? I told you about fiber. I told you about water. All of these things are like sustainable. These things are doable. These things are probably in your office right now. And the third thing is our protein intake. And I understand everyone says eat protein, but they don't give you the why behind it, or they don't teach you how to actually get it. So let's talk about it. How many grams of protein do we need? Please tell me each and every day in order to in order to lose weight or maintain your current weight loss. How many? Please tell me in the comment section. Can you tell me that in the comment section? How many grams of protein do we need in order to not only lose weight, but also to maintain? And if you don't know, say in the comments IDK, and I'll tell you. But just say IDK in the comment so that I can tell you. 60 grams, Jay Rich says. Ann says 100. Okay? Keep telling me. Lori says half of your weight. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Like Taylor Swift. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And she like hits it. You're ready for it? It's your desired goal weight. Christine, your goal weight in grams of protein. Your goal weight in grams of protein. Your goal weight, your desired weight, right? If you're like, well, I'm 400 pounds and my goal weight is like 300, Google, what's a desired weight of a 5-foot female? What is it? It's going to give you a range. That's the number we have to fall in between, right? So your goal weight. So tell me in the comments your goal or your desired weight. Let's go in and talk to Siri. What is the desired weight for a female who's 5'7"? Here we go. How much should? It says 115 to 149 pounds. So for me, I can be at 115 grams to 149. Awesome. Okay? I want you to take now your goal weight. I'm going to take mine at 150. And I want you to times it by 4. You might need Alexa. You might need your phone. But Alexa's amazing. Alexa, what's 150 times 4? So goal weight, desired weight.
Multiplied by 4 equals 600.
600. You guys, 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. But hold up. That sounds a lot more doable than 150 grams. 150 grams of fat, which is our cheese. How often are you eating it? Our avocados, our nuts, our seeds, our peanut butters, our butters, our red meats, our beef, our egg yolks, our olives, our olive oils. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. I never really put the correlation of why it's called a fat, because it actually will make you fat, because too much of a good thing will hurt you just as much as it can help you. There's just as many people being diagnosed with heart disease from too much of a good food than people who are eating too much McDonald's. Drop a 1 if your mind's blown, and let me go further into this for you. There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of carb. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. Holy crap. Do you want to know what a typical day of fats looks like? 2 tablespoons of cheese, 2 to 3 tablespoons of nuts, 1 egg yolk, and literally 1/4 of an avocado. Any more than that is too much. Every meal was cheese. I'd eat guacamole because it was so heart healthy. Egg yolks were good cholesterol because I was brought up in a world and listened to all of it's healthy, it's good for you, it has heart, it's omegas, it's this, it's that. So I'm going to teach you something right now. You're going to be able to walk into a market. Do you ever go to the store, drop a 1? If you ever go to the store and there's like 3 types of cottage cheese, okay? 400 calories worth. GR says, so if I want to be 120, I need 480 grams of protein. No, you need 120 grams of protein. Good question. 120 grams of protein is only 480 calories. So it's possible, right? Because the average person's eating at least 1,600 calories. Drop a 1 if you go to the market and there's 3 or 4 different types of Greek yogurt. You see it in an airport. Which one do you buy? Do you buy the one that's on sale? Be for real. Do you buy the one that's on sale? Do you buy what do you buy? Because I'm going to teach you something right now. If I can get at least 25 people to drop the word tip in the comment section. You drop the word tip in the comments, you will never again have to walk in an airport or a store or work or a vending machine and not get the best bang for your buck when it comes to protein. And I can guarantee you that literally you will never again not reach your protein goal, and you'll never again struggle and say, I just didn't know what to eat. We've got 8 of them. We've got 9 of them. Who wants to know the tip? We've got 10. I need you guys to realize that you will never ever forget this moment, ever. Because when someone told me to get my goal weight, they didn't give me how to do it, and I can't stand that. I need a how and I need a why behind everything. We're 2 away from getting the tip. 2 away. Jenny just made it at 22 or 23. We need 24 and 25. Here we go. All I need you to do is I need you to interact so I know that there's some active learning going on. If I take my handy dandy, delicious Greek yogurt, how do I know when I go to the market, how do I know which one to buy? I need you all to tell me in the comments. Drop a 1 if you see right here, 70 calories. Let me put it up close. Drop a 1 if you see 70 calories. Drop a 1 if you see 70 calories. Drop a 1 if you see 70 calories. Okay? The calories will always be at the top. The calories will always be in bold. It's never going to be like, where's Waldo? So it'll always be at the top. It'll always be in bold. Awesome. Number 2, are you ready? The step number 2 is we found the calories. Step number 2, we see the calories. Now we covered the last number. Can you tell me, now that I covered the last number of calories, what do you see? What do you see now that I covered the last number of calories? I want you to keep that on there. What do you see now that I covered the last number of calories? Tanya, okay? When I keep that covered, I go down to protein right above my finger. That number 7 means there better be 7 grams of protein. Right above my pinky is the word protein. Keep the number covered, there should be at least 7. Right above my pinky is the word protein. The number left is what tells me, guys, there's 14 grams of protein. It's 7 or more. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! If you just learned something new, can you say I love you in the comments? But then, I gotta get out my YUKA app because I cannot show up adding toxins, dyes, and carcinogens into my body because when I do, it spikes my cortisol. And I didn't do my due diligence, so I didn't know this, and that's part of the reason why I couldn't lose weight and why I was putting weight on. So now, I go to my handy dandy scanner when I'm at the market, 78 out of 100. It says, God, these people, I swear to God, stop calling me. 78 out of 100. It's good. It's good. It's good. Woo-hoo! But I want to show you a bad example. I'm looking at this one, and this one's got me turned up. I got it turned up, so I'm going to scan it because I'm at the market and I want to have one that tastes like s'mores. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you see poor? 49 out of 100. Do you see poor? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Let me click on this. Not only does it give me recommendations of what to get that's not poor. This light is ruining me. Not only does it give me recommendations of ones that aren't poor, right? It gives me recommendations. Now I'm going to see why there's red. Oh my gosh, look at there's red. Look at guys. Red. There's additives. There's 6 of them. It's called Yucca, Y-U-K-A. There's 6 additives in this yogurt. Oh my gosh. 6. Let's click it. High risk. Oh my God. More info on additives. Acetylfolame K. This sweetener could be associated with an increased risk of developing cancer, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, chronic inflammation in the digestive tract, and other metabolic disorders. Furthermore, several independent studies show that it would have no positive effect on weight and could even in the long term promote overweight. Oh my gosh, wait, what? From my yogurt that I thought was high protein? What's the next thing? Sucralose. This sweetener could be associated with an increased risk of developing cardiovascular, type 2 diabetes, chronic inflammation of the digestive, and the metabolic disorders. Additionally, high consumption would be associated with an increased risk of cancer. Finally, sweeteners are believed to have no positive effect on weight. Oh my gosh, throw it in the garbage. Can you even believe this? And I want you to say, I love you because I just added on 20 years to your life and you are going to lose weight. Hit the follow button, hit add friend, and share this right now with a friend. Save this, share it with a friend. It's called Yucca. Y-U-K-A. 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 So you guys, if you're telling me that you haven't lost weight, I'm going to tell you something. It's because of this you're buying in the grocery store. Because in this world, they don't care. In the United States of America, we have what's called freedom. The UK cannot have this stuff in their foods. It's banned. But we have freedom. It is our due diligence. And every day that I listen to Audible books for you and I learned these apps. I've learned these things. And this is why I have the Breakfast Show. So if you like it and you're going to start to make 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. somewhere between there a part of your everyday life, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. I want you to tell one person about today. Let's get back to the show. If you just learned something new about protein and actually smashing it, drop a 1. My twin sister, Michelle, I'm like, Heather, I know you're a vegetarian. There's ways around it. There's Yucca approved protein bars. You might have to do your due diligence. It's going to add on time. You are better off supplementing with a protein bar and a protein shake than being deficit in protein, because you will struggle with obesity for the rest of your life. Okay? But what are we getting? I want you to realize this is the one I use. The only reason why I use this is because it's not chalky. I like it. And there's even certain brands you're going to notice in the YUKA app. In the app, that literally, guess what? You're going to notice they're not friendly. Like I can get nectar, but then all of a sudden there's a different flavor and it's not Yucca approved. So be careful. 150 calories. Do we all see it? Boom. Cover the last number. Go down to protein. Is there 15? There's 21. This is the one I use. There's no dairy. There's no soy. Organic. Non-GMO. No dairy, no soy, no gluten. Drop a link in the comments. Okay? I don't want you spending your whole day looking for this. Drop a link in the comments. I'll send you the link. It's on my thing. You're on your way. If you did not get my free protein guide, FREE, I put it together for you. There's 50 high protein items. Drop the word in the comments, FREE. Do not drop it if you're not even going to open the email. If it's just going to be another thing that collects dust, I'll share it with you. It's not mine. It's the guide that helped me drop 30 pounds in 5 months. It's the guide that took 0 for me to get my protein goal and took it to hero. So what I need you to do, the comments disappear. I'm not leading you to a site. I don't want your money. I could care less. I'm teaching you something that helped me, and I hope I can change your life. Thebreakfastshow.net, when you go here, it has free protein guide. On the advanced protein guide, there's a link for the Orgain if you want it. There's 50 flavors. You can only find 2 of them in store. It ships really fast, so I just go to the site. That's where I get it. My favorite flavor, just in case you care, which I'm probably you don't, is the Chocolate Justine's Peanut Butter Cup. I've made every pancake now, cupcakes, cakes with protein powder. You can cook with it. Okay, so thebreakfastshow.net in the web browser, you're going to see it. Who's seen my post today? My post about Limitless. Who's seen the movie Limitless? Your entire body, I want you to look down. You never have to supplement with anything. The only thing I'd ever say you have to supplement with is collagen, because your body stops producing it. So the only way that you can get collagen back into your body, just so you know, I never knew it's the #1 most abundant protein in you, would be a collagen. But if you don't want to supplement, you don't have to. But if you want to speed up the process, I would recommend it. It's like buying a fast pass at Cedar Point. You don't want to wait in line. Guess what? There's an alternative. If you want to speed up the process, maybe drop a 1. If you want to get rid of food noise and cravings, drop a 1. And if you want to feel good and not be hangry and take it out on your partner or your kids, drop a 1, because there is possibility. But here's what a lot of people don't realize, okay, is the junk inside of it. There's no science, there's no clinicals, there's no third-party validation, and it's not clean. Do your due diligence. With collagen, there's 5 types. There's a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5. I've listened to 5 Audible books on it. Type 4 and type 5 have to do with the gut lining. You don't need to add it in. Type 1 and 3 are in your body dormant at the age of 20. Each year after 20, you're losing a minimum of 1% collagen. How old are you? If you're 80 years old, like my friend who's on here, Diana King, it's not too late to add it back in. Type 1 and 3 are dormant. To activate it, the best source of collagen you could ever, every book you listen to and read will tell you type 2 collagen. But what did we learn today? On an ingredient list, and when we scan it on the YUKA app, did you know the first ingredient listed? The first ingredient listed on anything is what you find the most of. The last ingredient, the least of. My first ingredient, my peanut butter, was sugar. The last ingredient was peanuts. It's backwards. We have to do our due diligence. So the best collagen you could ever add is one where the top ingredient is type 2 collagen. Add in type 2, type 1 is activated, 1 and 2 together activates type 3. Use a fenugreek, supports the gut lining. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You are going to reverse age inside out. Stop using the moisturizers. Scan it with the YUKA app. It's going into your body, toxins and dyes and carcinogens, right into the bloodstream, okay? Here's an idea. Do you see these 11s and 7s? Do you see my crow's feet? Did you know that organic tremella mushroom, when paired with collagen, mimics hyaluronic acid? So now you have hyaluronic acid working from the inside out. So that's what I recommend. So collagen, you're gonna go home, number 1 ingredient, top ingredient should be type 2. It needs to be a liquid, so it's water soluble, so you actually absorb it. I learned the hard way, Costco, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods is not where you get your collagen, at the checkout aisle. Organic tremella mushroom, okay? Don't use seed oils. There cannot be seed oils inside of it, meaning you cannot use conjunctivated linoleic acid anymore for a fat burner, okay? Berberbiney, that gives a lot of anxiety and heart palpitations because there's caffeine. If you ever want to get a fat burner, get it from Italy, okay? Get it specifically from Sicily. Sicily inside of Italy has a climate control where they have a blood red orange. You cut open the blood red orange, there's something, write this word down, Morosil, M-O-R-O-S-I-L. Guess what's in the Morosil? M-O-R-O-S-I-L. It's an antioxidant that's in a patent study. It's patent, no caffeine. 94% of users who use the Morosil every day for 12 weeks, they get stopped and they get measurements. Their body fat is way down. Their pounds, their body weight is way down. Visceral fat in the belly area is way down as well. So if you were to ask what one I recommend, she's asking, it would be Snow, because Snow has all of that inside of it, right? You've got the type 2 collagen, the Morosil for the first time infused in the type 2 collagen. It's a liquid, and organic tremella mushrooms inside of it with the fenugreek to support the gut lining. It's brilliant. It's in 1 bottle. What does it look like? Looks like this. You've seen it. I only have in stock right now 2 of them. I only have 2 flavors. It's got the chocolate raspberry or the Andes mint. I prefer chocolate raspberry. You put 1 tablespoon from the fridge on a spoon, you now have your dose. Okay, 4 supplements in 1. So take 1 tablespoon, tastes like chocolate pudding. If you don't like the texture or the taste, put it into a yogurt or a smoothie. There's a video, Carlene, that explains it better than I can. If you drop the word slim, I'll share it with you. It explains this 4-in-1 belly fat blasting liquid collagen. Right now they have until the 28th. I looked this morning. Usually for a full month supply for the 4-in-1 collagen, it's $109. You can lock in the price right now for $89. It can never go up, and you can get it for $69. So I definitely stocked up. Drop the word slim in the comments with a star, and I can lead you to that site. Okay, so that's the one thing that I would always use and always supplement with. The most abundant thing within you: protein, water, short chain amino acids. Oh, have you ever heard of a peptide? So like Ozempic and trizepatide is an injectable that's tricking the brain, right? So it's tricking the brain that you have more of the GLP-1 hormone in your body. The only way we can increase the GLP-1 hormone is through specific fiber. And it has to be a specific amount of fiber over time. Otherwise, that's why you're getting an injectable maybe weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. It's kind of like alcohol. It tapers out of the body, so people have to keep re-getting it. In your body, what you're completely infested with, your body is made up of Legos, peptides. Oh, right here, guys, sorry. The comments will disappear and we have to keep going. Instagram message me the word slim, or Facebook message me the word slim. I'll share the video that explains that collagen better than me. Okay, if you go to thebreakfastshow.net, at the top it says New Wava. It's called Snow Slim. Okay, automatically the $20 comes off until the 1st of March. Okay, it locks in that price. And also, if you do a duo pack, which is a 2-month supply, you save even more money. And if you do a trio, which is the 3-pack supply, that's a 12-week supply in that patent study, you save even more money. The 6% who did not get results at the 12-week mark, guess what came back in the study? They weren't consistent with taking the Morosil. So thebreakfastshow.net, you're going to put that in your web browser, New Wava. It's called Snow Slim. Okay, it's a bottle that looks just like this. Okay, the one in the canister does not have the fat burner inside of it. So your whole body is made up of short chain amino acids, peptides. There are some benefits after listening to quite a few Audible books on GLP-1s. But the best thing you could ever do is to realize in that YUKA app that we discussed numerous times today, and if you didn't hear about it, go ahead and download the YUKA app. It tells you carcinogens, dyes, and toxins that are inside of our foods and how it raises cortisol levels. Here's what happens in the body. Do we all know what Wi-Fi is? Drop a 1 if you've heard of Wi-Fi. What happens within the body is that the more we have processed foods and sugar, and it outweighs our regular food intake, the more we start to lose our connection in our body, the Wi-Fi. And our peptides are what send messages to every area in our body. And there's over 20,000 of them. They have found through studies that when our processed foods and sugar start to be higher than our regular food intake, the first peptides to become rusty is, if you want to write this down, I highly recommend, because it's the most important one and you can do your homework. SLOOP, SLUPPP 332, SLOOP. It's an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level peptide. It mimics exactly the peptide found within you. Okay? The second one is 5-amino-1-MQ. Same thing, mimics exactly what's found in your body. It has a direct correlation to 30 plus positive benefits to doing a 99.9% metabolic reset to get those cells responding again to insulin. The 5-amino-1-MQ increases NAD+. Write down NAD+, hundreds of positive benefits in the body. So if you go, you're gonna find those 2 peptides. Make sure we talked about the ingredient list. There's no other ingredient. The only ingredient it can be is SLOOP, 332, 5-amino-1-MQ. I don't wanna take 2 things. And I will not take something that has fillers. For the first to the marketplace, gosh, for a while now, it's called Body. I have it, it's next to my bed. It's an orange micro bead. It is not a pill. And that micro bead has 0 fillers, and it's the only peptide that has 2 in 1. So you get the SLOOP and the 5-amino-1. If you drop the word body, I can introduce you to the body expert. You're doing a full metabolic reset. So now that when you eat, your insulin and your food is being used as energy or stored as future energy instead of being stored right here. And you're gonna maintain your weight loss efforts because now your regular food intake will outweigh the processed food and sugar. You don't have to be perfect, but it can't go above it. So like all these women in the mall, 2 weeks in, her body reacted amazing. If you have fat in the back or the stomach, you are a true candidate for this, okay? Like right here, this girl thought it was menopause. She's from Canada. She didn't know the first ingredient in her peanut. She literally was trying everything. And if you want, usually it's 180. You lock in a bottle at $209. You actually lock in the price at $189 until the first you get a whole month supply for $169. It's the one they call bikini in a bottle. It's for men and women. Drop body with a star. But if you want to lose weight and at the same time enhance the mood, have you ever seen the movie Limitless? Limitless? Because literally you're talking mood, binge eating, weight loss, and focus all in one for like people who have squirrel brain. That's Elevate. Elevate is only available, sold out in Trio, a 3-pack. That is it. Until probably the beginning of April. That's the one where all of you have seen my post. I'm down 9 pounds in 30 days. My husband, 54 years old, is down 20 pounds from Limitless, which is Elevate Peptide. It's a 3-stack instead of a 2-stack. So it just depends. Like I have that binging, food noise, the mood. I have a lot of brain fog and a lot of like ADHD. So I would recommend Elevate, and it's $120 off, but you can only get a 3-pack. So drop in the comments the word body or Elevate, whichever one speaks more to you. The Elevate has the Tesafini inside of it with the Dextin and also the BCP 157. Okay. So, and if you want to snag Elevate, drop Elevate with a star. It's coming off the marketplace due to low supplies. We're almost sold out and we're waiting on a shipment that could take up to 6 weeks. So it's coming off the website on March 1st. So if you want Elevate, drop Elevate with a star. That one's $120 off and you get hydrogen water, $50 value for free. If you want body, drop body with a star. Okay, any of this information that you guys need, if I need to introduce you to the expert, all you have to do is get out of the comments and in my inbox. You know this. This is my Instagram message, Instagram handle, that's my Facebook. Get in my inbox with whatever's in the comments. If you want it, I pinned it this morning. If you go right here to thebreakfastshow.net, you're gonna see New Wava. You'll see body. Okay, if you want the best bang for your buck, you would get a signature set. It's a 3-month supply. You take this for 2 months on, 1 month off. Okay, so you have February, March, you're off April, May you don't order till June, you get Nitro for free. Okay, you get that for $530. You get Elevate, you get it for $430. You get 3-month supply, same thing. Really, it's a 4-month supply with Nitro for free for $430. Body, you can get a single body for bottle for $169. Elevate, you cannot. If you get Elevate, you're gonna see at the top, it says specials, if it's not sold out, and there's a countdown. Specials. You have to hit social marketer. You cannot hit customer. I can downgrade you to a customer March 1st with no penalty, there's no fee, but you have to hit social marketer. You cannot hit customer. If I gave good instructions, can you drop a 1? And if you're like, Michelle, I'm lost and I'm in ozone, drop a 2. Yeah, what is the Nitro? That's hydrogen in the water. You guys follow Gary Brecka. So I gave you that YUKA app. Now follow Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka talks about nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is so important in the body because it has to do with how the blood is pumping through the veins. Okay, look at your veins really quick. There's a depth to how much blood pumps through and what rate they can actually take this measurement. And they've come to find, they're so savvy, that carbonation in your water turns it into CO2, carbonated water. You add hydrogen into the body, which is even a smaller element. Actually, to be exact, it's the smallest element on the element table. Guess what? It has nitric oxide, dilate the blood vessel for 10 hours, 10 times. Just like a woman's dilated, right? They can dilate her with Pitocin. So that's why hydrogen in your water once a day. I'm on it right now, but you have to make sure it's crystallets, absorption, and you have to make sure we learn today, top ingredient needs to be hydrogen. A lot of hydrogen tablets out there, it's like the last ingredient and it's JUNK, it's junk. Okay, what does it look like? It's in a sachet, it's silver. It's the thing in my water bottle that's yellow that you guys always see. I take this, I mix it in my water, it's clear. Within 7 minutes, it diffuses to a bright yellow. I drink it within 15 minutes. Now it's in my body. What are you gonna feel? Brain fog, gone. Because blood is rushing to every area in your body 10 times more than it is right now. You feel it instantly. Your performance and recovery, athletes are paying thousands for it, and there's only 3 flavors in stock for a reason. Okay? Also, chronic fatigue, Stop with Celsius, guys. It has sucrose. We just learned about the cancer benefits on that YUKA app. This also, performance recovery, people with headaches and blood pressure, massive improvements. Okay? So that's called nitro. There's a video actually, if you drop the word nitro, I think that every single person every day should be on one of the nitro, and you just take it immediately when you wake up. It's in you for 10 hours. You'll feel that instantly. It's called a nitro experiment. If you want to snag a bag, they let you right now get a whole bag, and it's money back guaranteed for 30 days. Drop nitro with a star. But like I said, I only have black cherry, lemon, lime, and grape. My favorite's grape. That comes for free with my Elevate signature set. My husband's 54. He's been on Elevate now. Like I said, it's going to be off the market due to sellout. It's not coming back till probably April. I'm not sure when. But this is Jeff. He's 54 years old, and he's done this in literally 6 weeks. This is Elevate, the 3-in-1 peptide stack. That's not only $120 off, but it's only available in the 3-bottle set, but it's still 30 days money back guaranteed. Jeff is 54 years old. So pretty insane to the membrane. That's Elevate. Yep. You can either get Elevate today in the 3 set for $120 off with Nitro for free. Nitro is a $50 value. If you just want the Nitro video, drop Nitro. If you want to purchase just Nitro, Nitro with a star. And my signature set for Elevate, you can only get a 3-month supply. We're sold out of single bottles, and we're almost sold out of the sets. You can drop Elevate with a star. So whatever you put in the comments, you do have to message me. I think the best is the women who are having like feet pain go away, blood pressure, GCRES, I'll message you. It will not be confusing. Okay? How's that sound? I'll voice note you. Okay? I just took a picture. This is my Instagram messenger. If you want Nitro info, Facebook at Messenger. I have an engineer in every single department with these products that are backed by science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, and clean. If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you will see Nitro. If you want, you'll see it under Nueva. Thebreakfastshow.net goes in your web browser. You're gonna see Nueva. Nueva has Elevate, the 3-month supply. You must hit Social Marketer. Okay? There's no fee. You must hit it. It only comes in the 3-month supply. You automatically get it for $120 off. Okay? I would take Elevate and Nitro. That's what I would take, and I'd use a collagen. You'll see Nitro there as well. Thebreakfastshow.net, Nueva, Nitro. Any questions, you need a shareable cart, you're confused, you're having troubles logging in, you message me. My messages are always open for you, okay? Yeah, just make sure it's a pesticide-free coffee. You know, the Rise one that I was using didn't have a good ingredient. I will never give up coffee. The only reason why nutritionists are telling you that, Monica, is because 9 out of 10 times there's pesticides. What's it look like? It looks like coffee, but it's a nootropic coffee. So it's got L-theanine, cordyceps mushroom, lion's mane mushroom. It's from Sicily, Italy. It's a Colombian brew, and it has Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. So it's called morning. Just drop the word coffee in the comments. I can send you the video. Or snag, the only reason why I got it over Rise, they're giving away bags for 30 days money back guaranteed. I tried it, I fell in love, it's pesticide free, and it tastes better than any coffee I've ever tried in my entire life. And you can get it for 30 days money. Just drop coffee with a star, it's on that site. Yeah, there's lots of things, right? I have an entire digital store in all 50 states, and I have it in 191 countries. There's already thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of these products. When I win, literally, how much would it cost you to open a warehouse? $10,000? Inventory, $5,000? A website, $5,000? Customer service? Literally, that's a lot of money. A ton of money being spent. If you want to know exactly how to have this hybrid model, and what exactly it is and learn more about it, drop the word video in the comments, because you right now, I'm going to go to 300 people after the show, and they're literally going to have this on a spoon, no picture of them. And I'm going to teach them how to put it on their story, and people are going to come to them today and say, what is that? All you have to be able to say for your digital store is, if I share a video that explains the science better than I can, will you watch it? They're going to say yes. With it, you have a digital store connected to your referral code. You earn up to 40% commission. All you had to do is find the clients. I teach you how to find the clients and where you live without spamming or ever recruiting anyone. Literally, I have the whole system built out for you. So you're introverted, there's scripts. You don't have time, you do this in the nooks and crannies of your day. You're too busy. This right here, when you have people, organization, and community, actually buys you more time back in your future, freedom and flexibility. I help the average person come in 30 days and start making $500. You don't have to have any products monthly or pay. There's no fee. Come on. Drop video in the comments, guys, because right now I have open to partner and enroll with me for free. I will not help you if you're not positive, coachable, or willing to grow. So many of you are playing so small. You're walking into GNC and buying products, and in 2026, you're not getting money off of that. That's insane. You're not making money online. I give you every piece of content every single day of the week. Every piece of content for your stories. Every script. You have my phone number. You screenshot me everything. You'll graduate from the training behind it by screenshotting to me within 3 weeks. Literally, you not only have leadership, the system, and you have the #1 health and wellness products right now digitally in the United States of America. Science, clinicals, third-party validation, CLEAN. I have to take a picture of your name. I see you want the video. If you guys want additional information on social retail and the exact model, you have to drop in the comment section the word video. I don't care that you're introverted, it's fine. You have scripts. You do this in the nooks and crannies of your day, okay? I teach you how to find the people. You don't have to sign up people to be underneath you, okay? There's no fee. There's no monthly minimum. There's no quota. I know it sounds too good to be true. So does everything you learned this morning on this live. So let's freaking grow, right? I got you. Yeah. Anyone else want that video? Everyone's making enough money. Awesome. Wow. When you look in your bank account, you must not have as many withdrawals as you do sit money in there. Look at Ashley's on right now. Ashley makes over $100,000 a year. I introduced her to it. Oh, look at Melanie's on right now. She works for a nursing home director, and she's on right now, and she made $3,000 last month. Yep. If you're not positive, coachable, and willing to grow, it will not work. If you are, I can teach you how to build a following, give you all the content you need, literally give you the scripts and the system that's been built out for you. You already have the product. You don't have to have the inventory. I mean, come on. I'm not going to beg, sell, or convince you to make extra money and to dream bigger. Because I had 60 grand in debt 8 years ago, and I was a single mom on food stamps. And I was also a single mom not only on food stamps, I was on Medicaid. And guess what? Living paycheck to paycheck and never seeing my child and being stressed, broke, disgusted, and having a depression session every day sucked the life out of me. I'm very grateful that I looked more into this hybrid model. So last chance to drop video in the comments if you want that information. I will personally message you a catalog of all the products, what social retail is, and why so many people, and why I have to hop off to go jump on another meeting with someone who's partnering, and why it's changing the game, and why right after I got on late today, I was on back-to-back calls with people. That's why. Drop hybrid if you're serious. Drop video. Get in my inbox. Take a further look. If it's not a good fit, there's no big deal. Tanya B, can you follow me back, please? I got you. Okay? When I started, guys, I didn't have TikTok. You're already ahead of me. Are you positive, coachable? I didn't have right here Instagram. I had 200 friends. Go look at my friends list now. I was positive, coachable, willing to grow. I was sick of living in a depression session, being broke, busted, and disgusted. I'll tell you what doesn't. Money is energy. Freedom is people. When you can find more people to do what you're doing better than you can, that's freedom. And you've got the organization, and you've got the community right here dangling with a worm right in front of your frickin' face. What are you gonna choose to do? I love you. I think you're amazing. If you didn't go back to the beginning of this to see the value and the freeness that I gave you, I want you to know there's a lot. If you caught the end part, you might be like, wow, she's a spammy whammy butthole. Go back to the beginning, hit follow, hit add friend, get 25 grams of protein, eat your goal weight in grams of protein. Sorry, 25 grams of fiber, your goal weight in grams of protein, half of your weight in ounces of water. Watch your entire life literally unravel right in front of your sexy eyes. And know this, it took me 6 weeks to drop 1 pound, but in 5 months I was down 30. Marry the process, divorce the results. You are mother frickin' unstoppable. Happy Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Have the best day ever. I'm pumped up, fired up, and jacked up, and I hope you are too. Peace out!